Hello everyone, my name is Winlasita Wadrago, and today my course project will be on the mechanism and the impact of gut microbiota on the brain. So, what led me to talk about this is the fact that during my high school years, I suffered violent and severe stomach aches. It was so bad to the point where I would miss class some days just because I just couldn't walk. Um, so and nothing was working. We tried everything, and some medications will actually make me hurt more. It would like ease the heartburn, but then make my stomach hurt more. So I actually saw something like a couple years ago on social media about the probiotics, how it can help with the condition. So when I started taking it, not only did my stomach heal, but my mental health was transforming. I was challenged to dig deeper, and that's the reason why today we're going to explore that, and I'm going to take you along what I found. As we all know, our bodies are composed of multiple systems that all work together. And I would like you to see the gut brain axis as a interstate that's going to take you from this place to this place. Let's say from Michigan to Illinois. And I want you to see that as the brain and the gut. So it takes multiple pathways. It's composed of multiple pathways involving the endocrine system with cortisol, HCTH. We have the immune system with cytokines, as you can see on the graph right here. We have neurochemicals such as GABA, BDNF, 5-HT, CFOS. We have the neural system with vagus nerve. We have metabolites with SFFA, tryptophan. So we have all that working all together. And the gut brain axis actually comprises about 200 to 6 million neurons, and it links the GI tract with the central nervous system. So, we're going to delve deeper on what that is and what it does exactly, and how that communication works in a few slides coming up. All right. So the gut microbiome is basically a collection of bacteria present in the digestive system, both good and bad. It's like a war zone where the good bacteria is fighting the bad bacteria and we don't know who's going to win. Actually, we determine who's going to win through our diet. So the more we eat good food filled with probiotics and prebiotics, we actually help our body fight the good fight and the good bacteria win, which helps in reducing the implications such as neurological disorder. Probiotics are actually, I would call them the good guys, the good bacteria that are fighting the bad bacteria in the stomach. This is the hero right there. It's defined as a living organism that's actually beneficial to their host, and the most popular one or common ones are Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium genera. So let's talk now about the prebiotic. Alright, so prebiotics are basically substances that resist digestion within your GI tract but will undergo fermentation in your gut microbiome. They constitute very good food for your probiotics, so it's really good for you to take prebiotics with your probiotics. And any food that contains fiber is actually a good source of probiotics. So make sure you get those. Those three names at the bottom that I cannot pronounce are the three most common form of prebiotic that we have right now. All right, so the trajectory from the gut to the brain is nothing but amazing and fascinating to behold. It's actually something quite interesting as we observe the signaling that goes from the gut to the brain, and we also observe a response from the brain to the gut. So we have a beautiful back and forth that actually regulates the brain chemistry, changing mucus volume and thickness. It also involves the vagus nerve that transmit information from the gut environment to the CNS. So from this graph, we can see the connection among the microbiome, the enteric nervous system, and the central nervous system. So the intestinal bacteria are transmitted from the intestinal lumen to the lamina propria by microfold cells and dendritic cells. So the intestinal microbiome secretion like the EPS and the SCFAs pass through the intestinal epithelium and directly affect the CNS. Also, we can also see that the same intestinal bacteria and their metabolites can interact with certain receptors, such as the G protein coupled receptors and the toll-like receptors, and the same microbiome can adjust the ENS function through the TLRS and inspired glial cells and enteric neurons. And also, on the other hand, we can see that the SCFAs adjust colonic regulatory T cells and homeostasis, affecting the GPCRs. All right, from what we can see here, we have the secretion of neurotransmitter and neuromodulators such as dopamine, glutamate, GABA, serotonin, norepinephrine from the presence of probiotics and prebiotics in the microbiome. Here we can see how the good health of your gut actually reduces stress and anxiety through the production of neurotransmitter like GABA. It activates GABAergic signaling, increasing the CNS level of GABA. It actually also decreases systematic inflammation and controls the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis stress response, making you less anxious and less stressed. The same goes for depression as it restores cortisol values, attenuates inflammatory mediators, and regulates serotonin and CNS transmitter synthesis. All right, so certain disorder symptoms of autism spectrum disorder can be triggered by gut microbial composition, often accompanied by neurotransmitter level changes. So, through our research and experiment, it was researcher found that lactobacillus, which is a probiotic we just talked about a few slides ago, can reverse social deficit in mouse models of autism, which actually suggests that this is something we can explore for humans as well. Probiotics are actually good also to reduce gut inflammation, lower barrier permeability, and decrease inflammatory cytokines. Also, it was determined through an experiment that the transplantation of fecal microbiota from wild-type mice into autism mouse models restore gut microbial composition and ameliorate the cognitive and behavioral deficits. All right. Additionally, we can see that the probiotics regulate neuroactive compounds, which alleviate the symptoms we can find in ASD. It also influences neurotransmitter like GABA, GLU, 5-HT. It enhances inhibitory neurotransmission, restores balance, improving social interaction deficit that we can find in the spectrum. It also permits the gut microbiota to interact with the CNS to impact the brain chemistry, the neuroendocrine system, and elevate, like we mentioned before, the ESD symptoms. It also mitigates excitatory and inhibitory imbalances in ESD, while choline supplementation improves social behavior in ESD mouse models. So we can see here that probiotics and good gut health in general supports good sleep. First of all, we can see that it balances the gut microbiome through probiotics, which provides good sleep. Um, Additionally, we have the facilitation of production of free tryptophan in the CNS, which leads to enhanced melatonin formation from the serotonin, regulating the circadian rhythm, which we have been talking about in class actually. Um, Also, we can see that prebiotics play a role in improving mental health, ameliorating cognitive function, and addressing disruption in the sleep wake cycle. So, it actually helps you sleep better. So, if you want a better sleep, start eating your fiber and taking probiotics. In conclusion, we can see from everything we covered today that so much has been revealed, yet much remains to be explored. We still have to find and go find some more uses for probiotic and how it actually works. There are many unanswered questions, but there is some ongoing research that continues to investigate the impact of probiotics on the brain, and hopefully by, I'm gonna say next year, because science moves very fast, we're gonna have some more conclusive results on those experiments and research. Thank you so much for listening to this video and following everything. I hope I encourage you to start taking probiotics to help your mental health and better it. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye.